Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This video required me to lay down the books here, the schedule here, and then talk to you. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Before I get into the books, and I'm not going to go reviewing the books. That's not why I have laid them out here. I was just trying to show you that as an eclectic homeschooler, this is my style. And these are the books that actually we have at home. The libraries have been closed for the past 4 months now. Otherwise, being a homeschooler, we heavily rely on libraries, and weekly we go to the library, select the books according to the subjects that we are indulging in. We bring those books, we study them, and once we're done with them, then we return them back. And then we borrow them again if you think that we need them again. Alhamdulillah for libraries. They are lifesavers for, I think, all homeschoolers everywhere. Before I get into that, I just wanted to touch base on this. A homeschooler might not be a teacher by profession. They might have had degrees in other fields, right? But a homeschooler is a parent, which means that if you're ready to homeschool, you think you have the ability at least to tap into that God-given gift of leadership. Parents are basically leaders. Even if you are not homeschooling, you are still a leader, as in the child is learning good character, good morals, virtues from you, the things that you or I as a parent are modeling. So even in the 7 keys of great teaching, the author says, classics, not textbooks. What does that mean? It means that don't fill your homeschool with just textbooks that are boring and dragging, but use books that have evidence-based, that are classics, that the child or you will go back to at again and again and again, right? It's not like they say mass public education and the competitive conveyor belt of professions emphasize textbooks that are often just dumbed down summaries of long lists of rote knowledge. That is not what you want to invest in. What you want to invest in is a classic, is a work worth studying over and over again, because the student learns more each time. Number 2, mentors, not professors. In the unschooling methodology, you learn that excited parents, the parents that are excited about learning, are the best kind of homeschoolers, regardless of what methodology they will use. You do not want to be lecturing, but you want to be learning with them. Be the mentor that they see and love and would like to become like. Inspire, not require. Mediocre teachers and schools use the require method, whereas the great teachers and schools pay the price to inspire. What can I do to make the students perform? What can I do as a homeschooling parent that my child is excited about learning? And with time, you will understand their learning styles, and you will be able to provide for them means and mediums. If they're more hands-on, if they're more kinesthetic learners, if they're more visual or auditory learners, you will provide for them the means that will help them study in that way and enhance in the skills that you are putting forth for them. Structure time, not content. What does that mean? Structure time, not content. Mario Montessori method, or the Charlotte Mason method, or the unschooling, or the eclectic method actually gives the child a structure. So this that you see behind me is not just a schedule, it's a structure of learning. And I will later on discuss that I haven't marked time on it. I haven't said 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's not how I work. But I have given them the structure. And because we have found the rhythm of our homeschool, they know that these are the things required from them, and then they pick up, and then they learn, and then we have scheduled everything. We have a proper structure, and they study accordingly, right? So it is not more about the content. It is not more about finishing a textbook or finishing a unit. It is about learning it in a timely, proper manner and understanding it. And if it needs to expand further, if it needs more time, then we give more time. Number 5, quality, not conformity. What does that mean? What does conformity actually basically means? I think It means just doing work around the clock. Like in schools, there is a conformity of performing, right? You have to do these tests. You have to finish a certain unit so that you could prepare for the test, so that the test scores can come in, so that they can go on to the next unit. Homeschooling is not about that. Homeschooling is more about quality. Simplicity, not complexity. Again, great teachers train great thinkers and leaders by keeping it simple. Students study the greatest minds and characters in history in every field, write about them, respond to what is learned in numerous settings, and apply it in various ways under the tutelage of a mentor. For example, the study of the great personalities that came in history, or using Sira studies, right? Or using, and then talking about different Sahaba and Sahbiyat, or talking about different Muslim scientists, or talking about different modern scientists, and then understanding them, and then writing about them. All of this comes in English, history, literature understanding, literature writing, grammar, but in a kind, qualitative thought process and implication, and not because you have to do it and you will be marked for it, but because you have to learn it for the sake of keeping it with you lifelong. You, not them. This is number 7. And what does that mean? It means a parent or a teacher does not have to be an expert to inspire great education, but he does have to be setting the example. In fact, if in the selection of mentor one had to choose between someone very knowledgeable but low in vision or passion, and one who is just getting started on an aggressive learning curve with a mentor of his own, we would personally prefer the individual who is exemplifying self-education over the one who seems dormant if accomplished. So I hope those 7 things, and I will just classics, not textbooks, mentors, not professors, inspire, not require, structure time, not content, quality, not conformity, simplicity, not complexity, you, not them. This is the key to a parent who is homeschooling, a mentor, a teacher who is homeschooling. This book, I got it from the library. I have not returned it yet because libraries were closed. Leadership Education, The Phases of Learning. So now coming to what is my eclectic homeschool structure like in the next video. Keep tuned.